Hey guys, we are back with a What Sold video on eBay. I'm Cameron. Linda's not here today, but I'm going to go over what sold for the weekend. If you are new, we are online resellers. My wife and I, we sell stuff on platforms like eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, Depop now. Wherever we can, we find these items at garage sales, thrift stores, and estate sales, and we're trying to flip them online for a profit. We're going to go over 42 items that sold on our online business on two platforms, but the total I think is around $17.53 for all the items in total sales. A lot of those are free shipping. One of them on Mercari actually is plus shipping, but at the end you'll kind of see a profit breakdown, give you an idea of what we're actually making on these items. I'll try to put the screenshots on the screen over here so you can see what it is, give you an idea of what we paid. Some of these items might be worth looking out for, some maybe not, but hopefully you'll learn something. All right, let's get into it. First item is a Mercari item actually just sold today, Sunday. This is a Champion reverse weave, just black hoodie. It's not like a super vintage one or anything. I think I spent $2 or $3 on it at a garage sale, and it sold for $38 plus shipping. I think they paid $12 to ship it for the total on that one. Pretty good deal. It was only listed for $38 free shipping on eBay. I usually take my eBay price, and when I cross post it to Mercari through Vendu, I'll just add shipping to it. That way, if I get some of those lowball offers or lower offers, I have a little wiggle room with the shipping factored in. But this person paid full price, so very cool. Now we'll get into the eBay items. First off is a pair of Nike shoes. Not the greatest ones. These are Nike Free 4.0 V3s or something. They sold for $25 shipped. 25 and some change, not a whole lot, but gets them out of here. We also sold some KitchenAid food processor parts. If you watch my channel at all and you've been watching for a long time, Linda and I sell a lot of kitchen parts. We part out kitchen appliances, Keurig machines, Cuisinart food processors, mixers, different stuff. You buy them and you sell the parts that people might need on their unit. Usually it's a good way to make some money. This was actually a KitchenAid little accessory kit right here. Got it for $6 at Salvation Army, and we actually parted out some pieces. We already sold the pusher and I think another piece in there. But we sold these 3 discs. There's 3 of them right here. They look the same. There's just like one's a shredding, one's a slicing, whatever. They sold for like $29 shipped. So we already sold, I think, the pusher or the stem and another piece of thing for 25 or 30. Now we're another $30 there, and we still have 2 more blades to go. So great deal. Food processor, kitchen parts are very, very good to part out for us because you can usually get them pretty cheap. And then people are always looking for a new blade or a pusher or whatever the case might be. We sold another clothing item. This is an Apana Yoga Lifestyle Cardigan. Sorry, my little screen's over here with what it is. It's a brand new with tag item. It was $1 and a big dead stock buy. That's what we call it. We got a bunch of brand new stuff that was from DD's Discount. A storage unit guy bought it and it was all that stuff. Paid $1 a piece, and that one sold for $18 shipped. And then we sold a Barbie doll, about 20 Barbie dolls for $135, something like that. This one sold pretty quickly. It is Dolls of the World, the ancient Greece doll. I forgot what year it is, 2000 something? 2003. This one, I don't think she's ever been taken out, but you can see the box is not in perfect shape. We're in these for, I don't know what it is, $7 a piece, something like that. And that one sold for $45 shipped. Again, that one sold pretty quick. We sold a computer. I'll put it on the screen here. It's an NX like vintage laptop, super old style. You'll be able to tell by the photos. I think I got it for $10. I just thought it was cool. It doesn't work. It sold for parts, and it sold for $105 shipped. I think it's going to a computer repair guy or whatever, based on his username. We had got a Little Tikes Cozy Coupe. Some of you probably played with this Cozy Coupe or had one, or your kids have had one. It's that little like yellow, I think in like reddish or orange color little car you push around the kids can drive in. I got one for $5. It wasn't complete. Sorry, I just dropped the piece. It was all the parts. And the guy I buy it from was like, I don't even know if all the parts are there, but you can have it all for $5. I'm like, I'll take it. We parted it out and sold a bunch of pieces. Sold the stickers, sold the little gas thing, the key we sold, the axles, different stuff that might break or people might need another one on. This is a little orange Cozy Coupe tail light, and it sold for $9 plus some change. So not a whole lot, but easy sale. You only paid $5 for the whole thing. This one was a cool one here, Briar horse. Very good looking horse, if I do say so myself. Got this at a garage sale. I think it was 75 cents or $1. And this one sold for, it's the Briar Gray Shire with red and white ribbons. You can kind of see there. This one sold for $63 shipped, so very good. Briar horses can go for some great money, some not so much, a little bit, lesser, but look up the models, use Google Lens, take a photo with Google Lens, it usually can find it. And then we have a Disney pin here. This is a Casey Jr. I think that's from Dumbo, if I'm not mistaken. It's a little pin. This one sold for like $9 on a best offer. Not a whole lot, but it came in a big pin buy. A little Star Wars figure that was $1. This is Aura Singh. I don't know. I know Star Wars, but not that well. That one sold for $13. Again, I think I Google Lens that one too. Sold some Canon photo paper. This used to do crazy good, but these sold for $22 for this little 3-pack. I want to say they were $1 a piece, probably going to padded flat rate. So we'll make a little bit of money. So they do sell, but just don't spend too much on them. These are the little photo papers for little Canon photo printers. We have a TriStar vacuum accessory set. We bought a TriStar vacuum for $40 from an estate sale. Crazy thing is, it had sold earlier that day for $40, but the person, I guess, changed their mind and got their money back. I tested it out, it was there, it worked. TriStar's a pretty good brand. We sold the hose, I think, for $50 or $60. I think the head nozzle for $70. And now we've sold just these accessories here. They sold for $48 shipped. So very good deal on that. Let's get it up out of the way here. $48 on that for a $40 vacuum. We're already, what is that, $160 or something like that in sales. Plus they still have the canister left. So we love the canister vacuums. Not all vacuums part out well. Some of the Sharks, the Shark Navigators and stuff, we part out. Sometimes Dysons I'll part out. But these canister Kenmore, this TriStar one, some of those do well if you can part them out. So keep an eye out for those if you're willing to take the time. And you don't have to sell the canister part either. If you buy the vacuum and you're like, hey, I just want to deal with the easy small stuff, do it. Get rid of the canister or whatever, donate it, something like that. Sell these easy stuff and move on. We sold some of our Dungeons and Dragons stuff. If you guys been following our channel, I did a video where it was a what sold video, but I also included some Dungeons and Dragons stuff that we had picked up. $40 for this whole box full of Dungeons and Dragons role-playing manuals. There were, I don't know, probably 50 in there, maybe more, I don't know. I just listed a bunch of them. This one sold for $45 ship. This is the Knight of Newts. We're actually going to see another one here in a second. So that was pretty cool for $45. We sold a Bible. This one is crazy, guys. This is a antique Eyre Spottiswood Victorian leather-bound Bible. I don't know. Maybe I can pull up the page here and see what it is. I've done well on Bibles, but not usually for this kind of price. So here, maybe you guys can see that on the screen. I don't know if it'll focus, but just a little Bible here. I think I paid a couple bucks for it at an estate sale or something. This sold for $105, guys. Very good sale there. We sell Bibles all the time, 20 bucks, 15 bucks, 30 bucks, 50 bucks, but $100 Bibles are not something you see that often. Usually you want for Bibles are unique editions, certain kind of reference editions, something like that, or the authentic leather ones, sheepskin ones. Some of those do well. If you see a Bible in a box, like a Holman Bible or something in a box, check those ones out. Sometimes they can have some value too. Some coveralls, let me grab them. Spent $40 on a bunch of military and some other jackets and stuff. This is a set of military coveralls they sold for, it's just one, it's a size, what size is it? 46R. This one is stained, has some marks on it, still sold for $28 shipped. We sold a Nintendo 64. And obviously it's a little bit harder when it's just me. I'm used to having Linda here to help coordinate, so I apologize. Nintendo 64 system sold for $110. Someone the other day offered me 80 bucks on it, or 85 bucks, and told me that mine was in rough shape. 85 is about what it's worth. Apparently they're misinformed because it sold for $110 shipped. So don't always let the buyers get you down, guys. They don't always know what they're talking about. They're just trying to get a deal. We sold a DVD set called Batgirl. It's brand new, sealed. That's from a thrift store, I think for $2.50. Sold for $20.92. Sometimes I get the question, guys. They'll ask, hey, how do you know what DVDs sell? You know, we sell a lot of DVDs. And the answer is, I don't always know which ones sell. I still have to barcode scan them, guys. Pull the eBay app up, you know, scan them, see what I can find. I've said this before and I'll say it again though. Look for stuff you haven't heard of or stuff that seems unique, kind of off your typical stuff. If you see Top Gun, yeah, not going to probably be worth it. If you see, you know, a lot of Disney movies, unless they're sealed or whatever, they're really not going to have a ton of value. And even then, maybe not a ton of value. You want stuff that's unique. TV series that don't seem to be that popular, had a limited run. Those are the kind of stuff you might be able to find to make some more money. But use your barcode scanner if you're there. Scan it real quick, see what pops up. And definitely look at what's sold. Don't look at what's listed, because I've seen plenty of DVDs where listed price 20 bucks, but you look at sold and they're selling for 5 bucks. So for whatever reason, the price doesn't seem to match what they're actually going for. Let's see, we have an Izod Lacoste jacket here. Okay, so back with an Izod Lacoste jacket. This is like an old one. I think Izod and Lacoste used to be together on a brand or whatever, but now they're no longer, or they used to, you know, were working together, but now it's just Lacoste and Izod separate. This is like a little rain jacket. Got it for, I think, 5 bucks at an estate sale. It's been listed for a while. We had someone that bought it from Germany or whatever, and I guess my shipping preferences wouldn't allow it to go there, so we had to relist it and try to fix it. Linda did that, and then it sold for $38 ship, so pretty good on that one. Our other Dungeons and Dragons sold right here. This is the Oriental Adventures Gary Gygax. This one sold for $40 ship, so we spent $40 on all the Dungeons and Dragons stuff, and we are already at $85 on those ships. So already made our money back, and we have a ton more to go. Dr. Comfort is a brand that's kind of, it depends on what shoe it is. Usually men's, there's some that sell, some don't sell. This is a women's pair of Mary Janes. I got them in a big bundle, and I think I paid like $1 for them or 2 bucks. I bought a bunch of shoes, and the deal was contingent on me buying so many pairs to get them at that price. This one sold for $24 shipped. Probably cost around 10. We'll make 7 or 8 bucks. But again, I was trying to get a fair price on a bunch of different shoes, Nike, different other ones, Vans. So those were good. This is probably surprising because we saw that Bible and it sold for $105. Here is a remote. This one, I also make sure I'm grabbing the right one. Yes, the RM-DX700 Sony remote, guys. You're not going to believe this. $110 shipped on this guy. This came from the Opera buy. We got a lot of stuff, some CDs, we got songbooks, we got DVDs, all kinds of stuff from the Opera buy. A To-Me bag, actually from a guy who was a pianist, I guess, and played in the opera or different things like that, played music or created music or something. I don't know how his relation is. Bought it from a storage unit guy. But he had a bunch of remotes. Some electronics he had, some he just had remotes for. We sold this one, it was by itself, sold for $110. So very cool. Most of our remotes are $10, $12, $20 remotes, but $110 remote is pretty special. And then what do we have next? A pair of Nike. We sold these once before. These are the they're youth, like Nike pink. They're called the Jumpman, I guess, Rush pink shoes. Size is 5.5Y. These ones always sell pretty well. Well, both times they sold pretty quick. We do well on youth Nike shoes. Some of the bigger sizes, I think, like women can wear too, like a size 7. A women, I don't know what size would be in women. So sometimes you can actually get, you know, a youth size can be compatible for a woman or a youth. So that's good. Kind of meet two markets there. But usually you can get youth shoes for cheaper. So when I'm at a garage sale, a men's pair of Jordans might be 20, 25 bucks. The youth one might be 5 bucks, and the youth one sometimes has value. This one sold for 40. So pretty sweet deal on that. 5 into 40. Another Bible sold, very good. So this is a Schofield study system. I think I've sold this one before too. Very nice condition, just very good, clean Bible. This one, 291 RL, I guess is the model. It's an Oxford Bible, and it sold for $32 shipped. Okay, and then another Sony remote, not as great. This is the RMT V501E. This one goes to a DVD combo. It sold for 13 bucks shipped. And then this is something I don't usually buy. This is a Xerox scanner. Right here. It's the Documate or something is what it's called. The Documate 3220 duplex scanner. Got this for, it was 15 bucks at a garage. So I think it was either 20 I offered them 15 or 15 I offered them 10. I wasn't sure. They said it worked, but obviously I wasn't sure. Brought it home, it does work. Tested it out on my computer, does a great job, good condition, and it sold for $120 shipped. I don't know where it's going, but 120 bucks. It should probably cost around, I'm guessing 30 bucks to ship it. Maybe a little bit more than that. It's a little bit bulkier, a little bit heavy, but not super heavy. And I don't mind shipping big stuff if I can make 50, 60 bucks on that. That's all right for me. ZZ Top, the best of ZZ Top cassette here. This is brand new sealed. Got the nice sticker on the front. Great for a collector. This one sold for a best offer of $17. I will say, if I'm gonna get cassettes, I really prefer not the greatest hits ones. It seems like the actual album ones do a little bit better, but that one did still sell. Another kitchen item we parted out here. This is a Bosch universal mixer. Had a huge jackpot of a score on a garage sale. Most of the stuff was in the garage. It didn't look like much. I walk up, my son was with me. He's like, I don't want to go, Dad. It looks horrible. He's not really a garage sale anymore. He used to be when he was a kid. This is my older son. He's 12. Um, but now he doesn't want to stop unless it looks like a bunch of stuff. So I'm like, well, I'll go check it out. My rule is most times I want to get out and at least check the sale. You never know what you're going to find, guys. Walk up in a box, open it up, boom, Bosch Universal Mixer with a ton of parts. It's got everything. It's got the blender. It's got the ice or the juicer part. It's even got two of the big bowls. Usually only has one. Got two. This is I cleaned them all up, put them in the dishwasher, wash it all, not this, but clean this one up. This sold for just the base, tested it out, $95 shipped. The last one I think I sold for $80 shipped. This one a little bit higher because there wasn't as many listed. This is let me put it down and don't drop it. This is the Universal Mixer 3, the UM3. This is a very good selling kitchen item, probably one of the best. You can sell it as a whole unit for 200 and something bucks. I like to part it out because I can make a little bit more money, I think, and it's a little bit easier to ship individual parts than this huge box of stuff. So I like to do it this way, but you could also just sell it as a whole unit. It's great. There's like beater blades, there's bowls, there's a blender part, all kinds of stuff goes with this unit. And again, 10 bucks, we're already in $95 in sales. Also, I got an offer from someone for 85 bucks on this one. They're from New Jersey. They said, hey, can you do 85? I said, where are you from? They said, New Jersey, free shipping from California to New Jersey. A little bit rough. I said no, and they just bought it for full price. So was happy they decided to purchase it. Sold another remote. This is a Sharp VCR remote. This one sold for $17 shipped, or $16 shipped. So that was better than that other Sony one. Sold some underwear. I've never seen these before. These white underwear like this? No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is these bloopers, slightly imperfect. So I guess these were underwear that Fruit of the Loom made that weren't perfect, or I don't know why they're called bloopers, but yeah, got them for I think $2 at an estate sale. Oh no, they were $2 a piece from a thrift store, and I sold this pack of two for $25.49. They will go first class. So if you know why they're called bloopers, let me know. I didn't really research it much, but that was interesting.
Hey guys, sorry, we ended up having part of our footage get lost on this one, so I had to just throw some screenshots in here, but I figured I would anyways, just to show you some of the things that sold. First off is this Lifeline Power Wheel Exercise Fitness DVD. Didn't sell for a whole lot, sold for like $7. It just came with the little fitness wheel thing we had. We sold the wheel, it sold pretty well. Found this later, for some reason it got mixed in with some other stuff, listed and it sold. We also sold this NBA 2K3 GameCube game for $10, a little under 10. Again, not a whole lot. GameCube games in general have a little more value than some of the other systems, but this one wasn't worth much. Baby Einstein DVD. This one's brand new sealed. It's Da Vinci. We've sold big Baby Einstein sets in big lots. If you have them, that can still sell well. There are still people buying them. And then if you get a brand new sealed one and then you pay $1 or so, you might want to do that or less. You could always sell it online for 10 to 13, 14 bucks. I think there's one that goes for like closer to 20, but most do not. Sold a Canon Type Star manual, only sold for like 7. The bummer was that Canon typewriter didn't work. I think I spent 30, and I ended up parting it out and making some of my money back. But this, I won't make much on this one. Here is a better one though. We'll get into something worth talking about. This is a Coco songbook, not from the new Coco movie, but or whatever. I don't know if it's called Coco. Yeah, it is called Coco. This is a songbook. Katharine Hepburn, I guess, was in it. It's a vocal selection. These sold for $30. This came out of the Opera Buy. We sold a bunch of these little songbooks out of there from different movies and different kind of operas and different stuff like that. But I like to look out for these. Usually, there's not a ton of value on them at garage sales or estate sales, and some of them go for great money. Next is probably the best of the stuff left. This is like a pair of Cole Haan Grand Double Monk Brown Oxfords. These shoes right here sold for $60 shipped. I want to say they were $10. They had a little bit of wear to them, but not much. Enough for someone who could still buy them and get some use out of them. We've done very well with Cole Haan Zero Grands and different kind of the Cole Haan Grand brand or whatever it is, or that line. It seems to sell pretty well. Another manual, saw this one a little bit better. This is a Breville oven air fryer. This one sold for $16. I almost didn't grab these. For when I went to get the Opera Buy for my main source, he had just bought a storage unit. He had a box of manuals, a bunch of Sony units, like Sony DVD combos and Sony Blu-ray players, stuff like that, and then a bunch of Breville kitchen appliances. He's like, I want 10 for all the manuals. I'm sure they're worth some money. And I was like, I don't know. But I grabbed them and we sold one right away for 10. We sold this one for 16, another one I think for 20. So far we've done pretty well on some of these manuals. And again, they don't, not some most people would think to pick up, but it might be worth it if you find something valuable. Sold a Camilla Greatest Hits for $26, so $27. I guess it was a CD set that's not that readily available. It came in a big buy we had for $25. We sold 3 Apple USB to Ethernet cables. This came my $40 Apple buy, again from my main source. The guy I buy from, he buys storage units, and he had a bunch of Apple stuff. So sold these for 20, so made some of that money back. We got How to Train Your Dragon, a lot of 4 books, not a whole set or anything. These sold for 15. I want to say I was in them for about $2 from the library. They did ship media mail. Try to buy something from the library every time I can so I can support them, and also we can make a few bucks. And lastly, Where Was I From? A paperback book sold for 10. This came in a big book buy. It was like $10 for 2 boxes of books, and this was in there. So sometimes at a garage sale or an estate sale, if they have a box of books or a couple boxes and they want to make a deal on them, if I can find a couple books off the bat that makes most of my money back, sometimes I'll just take a chance and grab them. And usually I end up making money. Usually I find something in there, but be careful with books, guys. A lot of them don't have a lot of value or are very slow sellers. So just got to look. And I encourage you, if you're selling books, take your own photo. You can usually get a few more dollars that way if you take your own photo. So that's all we got, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll show you the profits next.